Sometimes, like, they touch you, take a picture, take a video, and it's so annoying.
Focus, man.
Hey, what's up everybody? So back here in Kigali, Rwanda, and I have some very, very special guests with me today. You would never guess what these guys are gonna bring to the show today. So first off, we're gonna go through the panel. Everybody's gonna introduce themselves. You know who I am. I'm Jay Focused. All right, so starting from the right.
Hi guys, I'm Salam.
Salam,
Yes.
okay. And where are you from, Salam?
I'm from Ethiopia.
From Ethiopia. Okay, so we got Salam from Ethiopia here in Rwanda in Kigali, and then we have
So I am Blaine, and I'm from Ethiopia as well.
from Ethiopia as well, and
I'm Pacho, I'm from Rwanda.
okay, so we got Pacho on the end from Rwanda as well. So we got a very diverse panel today. I mean, yeah, I mean, where else are you going to see this? Like on the internet? Come on, man. Support the video. Go ahead, subscribe. You know, before it even gets cracking, you know what's going down. Okay, we're going to get into it. All right. So what brings you to Rwanda? Because you're sisters, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're both born and raised in Ethiopia.
Yes.
Are you guys from Addis or like a smaller city?
No, from Addis.
From Addis, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you something that'll probably surprise you. I've actually been to Ethiopia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And not only Addis, I've actually done some traveling like deeper into the country.
Oh, wow.
And because you guys came, I had to rep.
Yes.
I had to, I had to show you. You know what I mean? Ethiopians know all about this. Everybody else, they'll look at it, they'll squint like, what is that? You know what I mean? Yeah, this will prove that you actually been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very beautiful country.
Yeah, you liked it there?
I really did. I would say that for me, like one of the highlights was Lalibela. Like, for me, I really can't describe that enough. Anytime I meet, travelers around the world and they list their favorite places, I always say, like, don't forget about Lalibela. Like, you have to go there.
That place is,
So I don't want to, take up all the air in the room and just do all the talking. So I'm interviewing you guys, you know what I mean? So we're going to get into that afterward. You can find that on their channel, very successful channel. It's growing overnight. You might have saw them on O'Shea's show. So just look out for their channel as well. So back to you guys. So what brought you from Ethiopia to Rwanda? Because that's a pretty big move.
Yeah, so like, first we never thought like we'd come to Rwanda or anything. Just we came here for a vacation.
Okay.
So he's my boyfriend, so I came to see him.
Was that last year or this year?
Last year, right?
Last year, okay.
It's been like 1 year.
In 7 months.
7 months, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we came for a vacation, get to see the country and everything. We fall in love and we just like start living here now.
Awesome.
We never went back.
Awesome. So, I mean, obviously you have a link because, you
Yeah.
have a Rwandan guy.
Yeah.
But how did your sister come into the mix?
How did it
Were you like whispering in her ear like, yo sis, like you gotta come out here, it's crazy? Or,
Actually,
like,
she's the one who convinced me to come here.
She told me, she told me she had like that idea coming to Rwanda.
no way.
And I'm like, okay, let's go next week.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a big
I'm like,
decision.
yeah,
like,
a
we
big
just
decision,
came.
yeah. Never knew I would come like to Rwanda and start living here.
So, I haven't asked you guys, I can't even tell, but who's the older sister? I have no idea. I have no freaking idea.
Yes.
Oh my God. Well, since she seems like she had the push to get you guys to Rwanda, I would think it was her. But then at the same time, you seem like, I don't know, you have that older sister vibe. So it's very hard to say. So who's the older sister?
I am the older sister.
You're the older sister, okay. But you guys are really close in age, I imagine.
Yeah, it's just 1 year difference.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
So little sis was like, yeah, well, let's do this. Let's make this move. Okay. And what was the reaction from your parents when they're like, Rwanda, like we're moving there?
They were supportive. Actually.
Okay.
Like, they're like, oh, you want to go? You can go. Like,
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
So
You have amazing parents.
Yeah, this is not so common because,
Yeah.
not even to say Rwanda, but I mean just anywhere, like many countries in the world, if two kids and their family were like, hey, we're going to pack up and move to anywhere, it doesn't even matter. They could say Germany. They just be like, wow, like both are leaving at the same time,
Yeah, it was hard obviously for them, but like, at the end of the day, it's our decision.
Of course.
Yeah, I lived in China alone, so like they trusted me, I guess. To,
Okay.
like,
Yeah, I want to get into that too in a second. Hold that thought on China.
Okay.
I want to get into that. So you guys both decided to come to Rwanda. Your parents gave you the blessing. They said, go in peace. And in your family, are there more? Are there do you have more sisters, more brothers?
Yeah, we're a big family.
We're like
actually.
8.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they were like, yeah, 2. Yeah, it'll be more space. We'll have more space in the house. Okay.
Actually, 4 of them, they don't live
They
in
packed your
Ethiopia.
bags for you. They're like, all right, let's go to the airport. We can breathe a little bit. Okay. So are the other brothers and sisters, are they at home or are they?
Actually, like 4 of them, they're in England, London. They live in London, so
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So.
My mom used to she lived in Italy. So yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like your family is super international.
Yeah.
You guys, got a franchise in every corner of the globe. That's really cool. That's really a nice thing. So now we're gonna get to China, right? So what got you to go to China? Because China is very far away, number one. It's a very different culture. So what, started that journey?
You want to answer or you're asking me?
I'm asking you.
Okay,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
no, I just went there to study because a lot of people go from my country, from Ethiopia. They go there to study. So as soon as I finished grade 12, I went to study there.
Okay. And did you have a best friend who was like, hey, I'm also going to China?
No.
Nope.
No?
No.
It was just like,
I just decided I didn't go.
woke up and was like,
Yeah,
you know
I was
what?
like, let me go to China.
Let's check out China. So where in China exactly? Or if you feel comfortable saying.
It's alright.
Yeah.
It's called Yunnan.
Yunnan. Okay.
Yes. Even a lot of foreigners, we were the first foreigners to go to that school even.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's Yunnan Kunming, yeah. So yeah.
In that school, is it very diverse? Are there Africans from other nations?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're it was diverse. There are a lot of international students from a lot of African countries.
Okay.
What's that called? Pakistan, Indians.
So it's a
everything,
big community of international students.
Yeah.
That had to be lit. It had to be. I mean, come on. You can't take people from different parts of the world, put them together, young, wanting to explore and not expect it to be just fun,
It's really fun.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And did you go as well?
No. I
Oh,
decided to
okay.
stay in Ethiopia.
Okay, you stayed. So I get it. So when your sister went off, older sister, she went to China, she had all these experiences, and you're back home listening, and you're like, you know what? It's time to see another country. It's time to go to Rwanda. Now I get it, okay?
Yeah.
I'm breaking it down, bit by bit. And how long were you there in China?
3 years.
3 years. Wow, that's extensive. That's not just I spent the summer. That's pretty
I was
deep.
there for 3 years, yeah.
Awesome. And what do you feel like the biggest thing you took away from that experience in China?
In China. So I get to see a lot of culture. I took a lot of experience from different countries, my mind is I don't know how to say it, but I get to experience a lot of cultures, a lot of how people think and everything. So now whenever I travel and everything, I won't get surprised about anything basically because I get to experience a lot of cultures there and a lot of thinking, Yeah, so I guess the experiences.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely mind-opening, right?
Mind-opening, big time.
It gives you such a different perspective on the world. That's why I really encourage, everyone that I come in contact to, especially if they're, around that high school age, university, if you have any opportunity to explore, see another country, even if it's not maybe your dream country, but if the opportunity is there, take it.
Take it.
And that could be a launch pad to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? You just really, you can't predict it. You just have to go a little bit on faith, right? And just kind of figure it out.
The risk and especially when you're young, you have to take a risk. For me, I'm glad I took the risk, I didn't know no one in China. I just pack up my stuff and went there. But the experience is so amazing. So I'm glad I went there and I took that chance.
Yeah.
So
Outstanding. And I'm going to get to you.
Yeah, you go. At the volume. Oh, okay. Got it.
And so, you guys, I'm usually used to being the guy with the, well, not even the guy. I'm usually used to being the person with the longest hair. But I think all three of these people have me beat today. Everybody's, their hair is just hanging longer than mine. So I'm gonna have to, rub some of that afro grow in, sit here, pray to somebody, hope it grows a little bit. But, it's a pleasure to have you on here.
Thank you.
Yeah. So,
I'm happy to be here.
could you tell me a little bit about your time in China? Like, what made you go? Because we got her story.
So what made me go? One of my friends was going to China. Then he wanted to go with someone. Then he was like, I want to go to China. I found the school. Let's go together.
Okay.
Then that's how I went to China.
Okay.
Me, it's not like I planned it. I had a friend who wanted to go. Then I went there. I even spent longer because I spent 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, in
Okay.
China. Yeah.
So I'm trying to rewind time a little bit.
Yeah.
So was it like a 2-week period where you just like, all right,
No, it was for school period.
So a couple months before, like, was there planning going into it? Like maybe 6 months, or was it just kind of like last minute? Like my friend was talking about it, we're gonna go in a month.
No, we planned it for like 3-4 months going there because he had an agent, someone to help us applying the things. Then he was talking to him, then we started the process. It took like 2-3 months.
Okay, yeah, that's still really fast. That's like 90 days, to be like, I'm completely leaving my continent. I'm going to a whole nother continent, a whole nother culture.
Yeah, because it was my time to start college, so I had to make a decision first. Either stay here or go to China. Then
Okay.
I preferred China.
And how did your parents react when they heard about that?
Well, I don't know. Because me, whenever I make decisions, because I'm the firstborn, so they let me go whenever I want. So it's
Okay, you're
yeah.
the firstborn. It's different.
So they'll be
Okay.
like, it's okay, yeah.
Yeah,
go
he's got to
and-
make his way in the
yeah,
world.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's really cool, man. And so you were there for 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years.
Did you learn Chinese?
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, I did, but now I forgot.
It just emptied out because
Yeah.
it's not so useful here, right?
Yeah, you don't speak Chinese here, so
Yeah. If you randomly see a Chinese person in Kigali, do you just show off and be like,
not really.
not so much?
Not
You won't
so
go
much.
out your way.
No.
But what if they come up to you asking for directions? But
Oh.
they wouldn't come to you because they wouldn't assume
Yeah,
you spoke it.
unless I don't know. It
No,
doesn't.
no,
It hasn't happened yet.
It
It hasn't happened yet.
happened.
Okay. Well, you never know.
You never know. Yeah.
Yeah. So any crazy stories about China or something that you took away from the culture?
I would say most probably the nightlife, because in China, it's amazing, especially in Guangzhou.
Yeah.
So if you want to have one of the best nightlife, I think from the places I know, China is one of the best. The views, the places, the people, it's always amazing. I think from Monday till Sunday, there's no day off, so it's
Wow.
always crazy.
Okay. That sounds like a place I need to visit. So Guangzhou, that's in the southern part of China, right?
That's
Okay.
the city.
So is the weather, does it get really cold in the wintertime?
No, not really. The lowest is like 13, 14. It doesn't
Oh,
go
it's not that bad.
It's nice actually the weather in Guangzhou.
Because I mean the weather in Kigali blows my mind, So I was wondering, if it would be hard for you to transition, but it wasn't even that cold there.
Yeah, it wasn't.
That's cool. That's really awesome, man. So you haven't said too much, so I got to talk to you. I don't want to feel like playing favorites or nothing. So, what can you tell me about dating in Kigali? I know this is a complete shift. We went from China to dating in Kigali, but I know that's something that you might have a little bit of experience of, or have opinions about. So,
I mean, a little bit on a date here. I never dated Rwandese guys, so
okay.
I can't really say.
Okay. Have you dated anybody, like maybe a foreigner who might have visited,
Yeah.
Maybe a guy with
But it
dreads?
was not, serious and
No, I'm
everything.
teasing.
Yeah, I've been on a date, but
Okay, but you haven't, so you don't have much experience with the Rwandese men dating culture. Okay.
No.
You can't really speak to that too much.
yeah.
Okay. I imagine, well, he sounds like
It's
you might.
because I stopped dating actually.
Okay.
I'm focusing on myself in work and everything. So
I feel you. Hey, I'm not mad at you. Do you notice any differences? Just since you said you haven't really been dating much with local guys, but
yeah.
do notice a difference in the way that Rwandese men carry themselves as opposed to guys in Ethiopia?
Okay, while I was in Ethiopia, I don't date Ethiopian guys.
No, I'm not
So
saying
I can't
dating. I
compare
just
them,
mean
yeah.
like just the way they carry themselves, like, you know, the behaviors. Because, you know, you see, you know, people every day.
They're very gentle, they're sweet.
Here or?
Even the Rwandese guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that a little bit different than in Ethiopia?
It's the same actually.
It's pretty similar.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Great. So.
But like compared them to Nigerians, Congolese and everything,
Yeah.
like Ethiopian guys and Rwandese guys, they don't spoil their girls and everything.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So it's more like East African have like one
Yeah.
culture and it's
Yeah.
very similar, and then the other Central and West it's
Yeah,
completely
they know
different.
how to take care of their girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard that. You know, I heard the reputation for Nigerian guys is that, you know, they like to open up the pocket
Yeah.
and you know, splash. You know,
True.
that's what I heard. I don't know. I haven't been to Nigeria yet, but hey, maybe I'll have some commentary in the future. Stay tuned, right? And so to get back to you guys, how did you guys meet? I know it was in China, but
So let me make the story short.
yeah, okay. We give the short version.
I was traveling, then I dropped by the city randomly. Then I saw her. Then I tried to talk to her. Then I was a bit shy. I got her Instagram. I started talking to her. Then things
The
led
rest
to
is
her. That's how it happened. Then after some time we met again. Then we started meeting.
So you guys were staying in the same city?
No.
Separate cities,
Yeah.
okay. But nearby?
Not really.
Not even, not even. Wow, okay. So you really wanted to make it work then?
It was
Yeah.
like, I don't know, 8 hours even with train. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
okay.
Stop
That's
her.
significant. That is significant. So you were in Guangzhou, is that right?
Yunnan.
Yunnan, okay.
Yeah.
Got you. So you were more north than him?
Northwest.
Northwest.
Northwest,
Yeah.
okay. Got you. Wow. So, man, you know, I feel like clapping it up for you guys, you know, to get over that 8-hour
Shit.
the 8-hour transit distance. That's significant, and you know, to just be together here and to make it to Kigali, you know,
Yeah.
that's a great story.
It was meant to be, I guess. Because in
Destiny.
China, dating is like, you know, people don't stay together. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you'll date anyone, like, you know, out of your culture and everything, but like,
It's
as
touch
soon
and
as they
go.
come to their country, it's done.
It's over.
But us, yeah, have
We
to
made
learn.
it.
That's nice, man. I'm trying to think. I had a piece of paper. I usually don't do this, guys. I usually just, you know, freestyle, but I think I had a couple questions that I was like, I gotta know the answers to these questions. So I think, you know, I asked most of them. So, okay, since you guys have obviously been together for a minute, you guys have a strong relationship, you know, I gotta get the dirt, right? What is the biggest argument that you guys have had? Because every relationship has some kind of an argument.
Jesus.
Hey, my questions
I
are
give
good,
you the
man. I'm not
biggest
gonna give you
one,
those easy ones. I
When
want you to think.
I was in Gwangju and you were in Kigali, yeah, I don't pick up my phone. I was having too much fun, and he was like, I don't pick up his phone.
Okay.
And he really got mad at me.
So he was already back here.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
I came after like a year. So like, yeah, that time you got mad at me.
Yeah.
That's the only argument I can remember.
All right.
Me, I don't remember him. Even that one, I don't think it's true.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, guys. We don't have that type of memory for arguments. We're just like, you know, it's water under the bridge. But women, oh my goodness. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying women in general. They can bring up stuff from. Remember in 2010? You'd be like, damn.
I can't believe
I'm
it.
even surprised now.
Are you sure you don't remember that?
No, I thought it was something small then. We moved on.
Okay. So now I gotta ask you guys, at home, who cooks the best? Out of everyone. So that includes, you know, sister, that includes you, that includes you. Who cooks the best?
Who, me?
Yeah,
I would say you.
I like her food.
Yeah?
So you can see what happens. I'm not included in this.
He said, look, I'm not in this one. All right. So would we have a draw or?
Yeah, well, you have to like.
Of course.
He ain't trying to get in trouble later. Okay.
You can be honest, you know.
Being honest.
I'm being honest,
Okay.
but I cook better than both of you.
Nah.
Okay.
So this is one question I left out from the China stuff.
Yeah.
So in China, what is it like being, someone from the continent of Africa in China? What is that experience like?
For me, it's bad and good.
Okay.
Like our city, like I said, they've never seen black people.
Yeah.
So some kids, they used to cry when they see us.
No
like
way.
literally cry. Like
Wow.
they get scared, and then sometimes like they touch you.
Huh.
But like I
And is
understand.
this more kids or is this everyone?
No, everyone.
Adults,
even-
everyone.
Yeah, everyone.
Okay.
Yeah. So those parts is not nice. It's really bad. It's like, yeah.
And
Yeah. So I think that happens. Chinese people, they don't see many foreigners. So when they see, you can really see. They can come in the train, they will stand around you and stare at you and record. And imagine how uncomfortable it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's a train full of Chinese, they will stand and
Yeah.
start, everyone puts their phone out and they record you.
That's
I was
another
sleeping
level.
One
That's another
day,
level.
I was sleeping on the train with my friends. When we woke up, the whole train is like circling us and recording and taking pictures,
Yeah.
holding our hairs. Yeah, it was so weird for us.
No
Like,
way.
yeah. But
That
I
is-
get sometimes like they're not trying to be rude. They just want to be like they're
They
just
don't
curious. Like,
Yeah, but they're doing the most.
Yeah, some of them they are racist as fuck. So like. Yeah.
So what happened is touching the hair,
Yeah.
the dreadlocks, Jesus.
Oof.
Everyone is like, what's that, what's
It's a
that, let me
snake. It
touch.
looks like a snake. Yeah. So weird.
Okay, so if I go, I need to wear a hat, is what you're telling me. Need to put my do-rag on.
If you are in the city in Guangzhou,
No,
they're
Guangzhou,
familiar
it's
with
okay.
black people.
Other cities or the trains, that's where it becomes worse. People will stare, they will record you. Some of them will come and touch you, see if maybe you're
It's
dirty,
dirty
or
or
something.
something.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Even in this modern era, like not 50 years ago, but now,
Yeah.
That's
Still
really wild.
happens.
Yeah. Especially in the cities, they're crazy.
Yeah.
And did I ask you already about the language? He said he picked it up because he was there longer than you.
Yeah.
But for you, like as far as interacting with Chinese people, being someone from the African continent, like how was communication? What was that like?
It's hard because like me, I study in English, and my classmates they speak English. Even
Okay.
our teacher they speak English. So like and the Chinese, like for my experience from my school, they're all like foreigners, like talking to us and everything. So it's hard to get like to communicate.
Yeah.
To learn the language, you have to speak it.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we don't take the course, the Chinese course, so it's hard.
Okay.
But yeah, like we knew some words, like get by.
Yeah, just everyday type.
One of the things I forgot to mention, in China, as much as that happens, when you look different, you're an African, you get more opportunities like job-wise, everything, because you look different. There's no one who looks like you. So whenever there's an opportunity for a foreigner, most of the time, if you'll get the opportunity and you can make money easily.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I like about China. When you look different, sometimes if you go out of the city, it might be annoying, but most of them it's not harmful. It's because they are surprised, but job opportunities, and because you look different, that's really nice. And in the club, sometimes you can spend the whole night enjoying for free because you are foreigner.
Foreigners, yeah.
Okay, all right. So it sounds like it's a double-edged sword. You
Yeah.
got the pros and the cons of being
yeah.
a foreigner, and that's pretty much what I expected. I've seen that in a lot of places I've been in the world. I haven't actually been to China yet, but I can tell you a random story. So I was in Estonia, of all places, and they get a lot of Russian tourists because it's right on the border with Russia. Like, I think even maybe like 20% of their population is Russian, like Russian blood and everything, even though they, born and raised in Estonia. Anyway, I was walking around the old city where the touristy district was, and I'm being a tourist, I'm chilling, looking at all this stuff, and this elderly couple, well, not that old, actually, they're probably like late 50s. Anyway, they came up to me, and they're like, picture. That's all they could say in English. And I was like, yeah, I took the camera from them and I was trying to take their picture. They're like, no.
With you, yeah,
And
that's
I'm like-
what happens.
I'm like, I'm not even Estonian. You should be trying to take pictures with local people. Like, and no, they're going back to Russia or whatever. And they wanted to have a picture with you know, a melanated person like me. So hey, I said I'll do it because you know they were nice about it. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Pictures. You
Any-
feel like celebrities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Any last things that you know you wanted to say, because I asked a lot of questions, but
Yeah.
maybe there's something that you wanted to tell the viewers, anything that just comes to mind about China or about living in Rwanda, because I haven't actually asked you much about Rwanda. Because I mean your channel's about that,
Yeah.
so they already
so-
get a lot of that.
Yeah.
So
What I would say, if you want to know more about Rwanda, because we didn't go through it too much,
Yeah.
check out our channel. It's called Kigali Addis Vibes.
yes,
You'll see more of it on our
Yeah,
channel.
we talk about Rwanda, Ethiopia. So
yeah, they have really good conversations. You know, all three, you know, get to put their 2 cents in
Yeah.
about you know the cultural differences in this country. So with that, we're gonna wrap this one up. And you know, like always, it's JAY focused, JAY focused 1. If you want to hit me on Cashapp, you know, brother struggling out here, man. So as always, okay. This is Jay Focus reminding you to stay focused.
Of yours, such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love